Hello guys, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you.
You're fine? So, but hope you're okay then. Okay guys, so I just wanted to let you know that today we have a lesson about vocabulary and listening. Okay? We are going to talk about professions. Okay? So keep remembering some professions that you know and all that kind of things. We are going to make an activity that is called the tape recorder. Okay? We are going to practice and emphasize about pronunciation, and then we are going to record all that in a cell phone and practice about that. Okay, so for doing that, I am going to ask you something. Okay, and the question is, what professions can we find in a city? Okay, what professions can we find in a city? Okay, who wants to answer? Okay, maybe I am going to give you some kind of help in an example. For example, I can say in a city I can find an engineer, for example. But you have to tell me more examples. I think that minimum 4. Okay, so who wants to start? Okay, Eduardo. I'm going to put right here and I'm going to listen to you.
Okay, in the city, I think we can find a doctor.
Maybe I can think, how do you say architect?
Okay, you say arquitecto, architect.
Architect? Teacher?
A teacher? Okay.
What is enfermera?
Enfermera. You say enfermera in English as nurse.
Okay, a nurse.
Okay, so let's go by parts. I'm going to start with Eduardo to correct all his mistakes, and then we continue with Said. Okay, Eduardo, I'm going to listen the full answer. Okay.
What?
Okay, I want to listen the full answer of the question, but just talk you and try to speak louder, please.
Oh, okay. So, like in a city, all that answer.
Mm-hmm.
In a city, I can find a nurse.
Okay, so let's practice. In a city, I can find a nurse.
In a city, I can find a nurse.
Okay, once more. In a city, I can find a nurse.
In a city, I can find a nurse.
A nurse.
A nurse.
Okay, very good. Now Eduardo is ready to record. So I'm going to grab my cell phone and start recording. Okay, so we have it here and okay, and the question was, what professions can we find in the city? The first answer is,
In the city, I can find a nurse.
okay, very good. Okay, now it's Sarita's turn. Okay, I'm going to listen to you. Try to give more examples. Okay?
Well, in a city, I will find a doctor.
Okay. Another example?
In my city, I can find
Okay, you tell me something about an architect. Okay, so you can say, in a city, I can find a doctor and an architect.
In a city, I can find a doctor and an architect.
Okay, let's practice more. In a city, I can find a doctor and an architect.
In a city, I can find a doctor and an architect.
Okay, once more. Try to speak louder, please. In city, I can find a doctor and an architect.
In city, I can find a doctor and architect.
Okay, remember the in a city.
In a city.
In a city, I can find a doctor and an architect.
In a city, I can find a doctor and an architect.
Okay, very good. Now Sarita is ready to record. Also, I'm going to grab my cell phone. Okay, now it's Sarita's turn.
In a city, I can find a doctor and an architect.
Okay. Remember that it's a doctor and an architect. A doctor and an architect. Okay. Would you mind if we record again? Oh, yes. Just again. 2 recordings. Okay. 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 What professions can we find in a city?
In a city, I can find a nurse and an engineer.
In a city, I can find a doctor and an architect.
Okay, very good. Now Eduardo added also another member. He mentioned an architect. Sorry, an engineer. So, yes, that is okay. Okay, nice. Now, I want you to tell me something. Okay? Well, I just want to tell you that you did a very good job. Okay, so claps for you. Okay, and now I want you to tell me how did you feel about the activity? Sarita.
I was feeling a little nervous and confused because I don't remember some professions.
Okay, at the beginning you were kind of confused and nervous.
Yes.
And after the activity, how did you feel?
Nice and relaxed.
Okay, Eduardo.
In the beginning, I think I also felt nervous because I didn't remember the professions, but I was afraid of saying it wrong. But then when you have me, it was clear back.
Okay, very good. Don't forget that I am here to practice all, and don't mind if you make some mistakes. I am here to polish that and be sure that you pronounce well. Okay? Nice. Now I want you to listen to the full recording. Okay? So you can check that you did a good job. Okay, so I am going to put it.
In a city, I can find a nurse and an engineer.
In a city, I can find a doctor and an architect.
Okay, very good. That means that you did a very good job. Okay? Now I'm going to put the recording again and I am going to write the sentences in the board. Okay? So the question was, what professions can we find in a city? Okay, that is the question, and the first answer was?
What professions can we find in a city? In a city, I can find
In a city, I can find find
nurse and an engineer.
a nurse and an engineer. Okay, in a city I can find a nurse and an engineer. And the other answer?
In a city, I can find a doctor and an architect.
Okay, in a city I can find a doctor and an architect. Okay, so that are the sentences, the writings. Okay, so I want you to repeat each one of them very smoothly. Okay, let's start with the question. What professions can we find in city? Repeat after me, please. What professions can we find in city?
What professions can we find in the city?
What professions can we find in city?
What professions can we find in the city?
Okay. In a city, I can find a nurse and an engineer.
In a city, I can find a nurse and an engineer.
In a city, I can find a nurse and an engineer.
In a city, I can find a nurse and an engineer.
In a city, I can find a doctor and an architect.
In a city, I can find a doctor and an architect.
In a city, I can find a doctor and an architect.
In a city, I can find a doctor and an architect.
Okay, very good. Also, you did a very good job. And to finish, I want you to tell you something. Okay, we are going to do an activity, but for home. Okay, it's a homework. Using all these sentences, so try to keep it written on your notebooks. You're going to create another dialogue using all of this. Okay, maybe you can add more sentences. You can put whatever you want, but try to use all the vocabulary related to professions, and that's it. Okay, do you have any question about this homework? No?
Yes, do we do similar sentences?
Yes, maybe you can do similar sentences, maybe you can change this part, maybe you can ask about professions that you can find. That you can find in a hospital maybe, or maybe in a school, or maybe in a police station, or something like that. Okay, you can find that part, you can change that part. Also, you can put it as a dialogue, maybe there are 3 people talking, or maybe only 2, or maybe it's about an interview. Just be creative, okay? Okay, so thank you so much for coming to the lesson. That was all for today, and see you later. Bye-bye.